Hey guys, it's Marianne. Welcome back to my channel. So if you don't know me, my name is Marianne and I'm the owner of Pink Chateau Boutique. And today we're gonna do a Q&A. So I was posting on Instagram what you guys wanted to know or what kind of videos you guys wanted to see from me. And one of the top requests was a Q&A. So today we're gonna get into that. First question is, how did you know if you were doing the right thing? Honestly, I didn't. I guess I had a feeling like deep inside that this was what I was meant to do. But obviously money was kind of an issue. I didn't have much money to start off with. So to be honest, there was times where I thought maybe this isn't a good idea. Like, I'm so broke, like what am I thinking? I put myself in quite a bit of debt. So yeah, for a while I almost got a overnight job just to try and support my business. Luckily though, I did sell It Works. That's kind of like Herbalife, like those type of MLM companies, and I made okay money off of that. So that helped me pay for my car, that helped me pay for like my personal things. So I didn't have to take money from my business to use it for myself, because honestly I wasn't making a whole lot of money, so I wouldn't have been able to do that anyway. So my next question is, what made you want to start your business? Honestly, I feel like I've grown up like seeing business women in my family, so I kind of knew what I wanted to do early on, because I saw how my aunts were able to take vacations whenever they wanted. They were able to do whatever they wanted, go on family trips and stuff like that. And once a year, we would go to Michoacan to, go visit our family and stuff. And but I would be like at the store with them and just kind of seeing how they dealt with customers and all that. One of my aunts had a candy store and a boutique. Come back and just be there, and I just love the thought of that, of having your own business. Like seeing my aunts, like they're doing great, they're thriving. I'm really proud of them, and we all followed suit. So all my cousins ended up starting businesses. One of my cousins has a tortilleria. One of my cousins married this guy that has a tortilleria, and she has I think 4 boutiques now in Mexico, 4 or 5. She's doing amazing. She sells wholesale now. So she sells wholesale lingerie, underwears, bras, all that stuff. And then also she has a boutique, so she sells clothing as well. Which is my cousin Paola. She's same thing. She has a boutique. She has one. Then my other cousin Nelly, she has a boutique too. My other cousin Monse has a boutique. My cousin Maricruz is the one that has a tortilleria. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So the next question is, have you thought of having kids? And I'm 29 now, and yes, it has crossed my mind, but I guess I just haven't had the time to really think about it. And I've just put my business as a priority. That I mean, I know eventually I do want to have kids, and I mean, me and my fiance now are kind of talking about it. And when the time is right, it'll happen, so okay. So my next question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years? So in 5 years, I think I see myself in a mansion. No, I'm just kidding. So I do see myself in a bigger house, that's for sure, because I feel like me and my boyfriend have outgrown our home. It's a 3-bedroom home, which is it's only 2 of us, but I've taken over one of the bedrooms with my beauty stuff, and it's like a walk-in closet for me. And we need a bigger house. I see myself maybe being more successful in online. I feel like our success has just barely started taking off this year. The past 4 years have been kind of like a slow and steady race. I feel like we started pretty slow, and it's barely taking off this year. So this year has honestly been, I know it's been very difficult for a lot of people, which makes it sour and sweet at the same time, because for us it's been really great, and I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful to God, for everything He's blessed us with. But I also think about all those businesses that have closed, and it's just made me really sad. So because I hate to see that, because I obviously, when I see that, I imagine that, and that happened to me, and it's so scary. And it's because at the end of the day, every entrepreneur kind of puts their whole their fears aside and just go for this goal that they have, or this business that they believe wholeheartedly in. and then for their dreams to be crushed, it's like I almost want to cry, because it's like I can't imagine that happening to us. Like, I love my business, like my business is my baby, and I feel like I love what I do. Every day I kind of wake up blessed. I am extremely happy with where we're at and where we're going, and I know it's only gonna progress from here. Like, I really do believe that our online store is just gonna keep growing, so God willing. So the next question is, what advice would I give someone that just started their business? Oh my God, there's just so many. I think I'm gonna have to make a separate video for that, because there's just so much that I've messed up in, that like have caused me headaches, have caused me stress, that I feel like you guys could easily avoid. My advice would be to be patient. I think number one, you need to be patient. I feel like a lot of people kind of pay attention to TikTok business owners, and they see how successful they are, and they kind of want that success. And you got to understand that overnight success does not happen very often. And if it does, you're 1 in a million. And I've seen that happen before. And obviously, like, I see that and I'm like, wow, like, look at this girl just started this year and she's doing better than me. And it's like, sometimes it is kind of easy for you to get in that headspace and like compare yourself, but you should never compare yourself, because at the end of the day, you have a different path to take. So maybe you took a longer path. That doesn't mean that you're not going to be successful, but don't compare your success to other people's success. Stop comparing yourself. Don't copy other people. I think it's very important to stay genuine and be real, because when you start faking your stories, and you start faking who you are, and you start just like mimicking someone else's business because that works for them, that's where you lose, because no one's going to get to know you. They're getting to know this person that you, or this facade that you're giving out. So I feel like nowadays people really love to follow someone that has a backstory, that's an actual person. They like to support businesses that, you know, that are small businesses like mine. They like to support people, not necessarily a business, if that makes sense. So yeah, my advice would be that. I have a lot more advice, but I'm gonna have to do a separate video, because it's gonna be like a lot of topics, and I'm barely on 5. So I need to make this video kind of short. So my next question is, how did you start up? So I started online, and I wasn't too sure if it was gonna do good, but I just went for it because I wanted an actual like store. But a lot of people, and like the people that I would tell about it, or like told them that, oh, you know, one day I would like to open a boutique, they would tell me, you know, if you get the rent, if you're not able to pay it, you're still on contract, you're still gonna have to pay that money, even if you're making money or not. And like, it's a really big risk. And like, a lot of people scared me out of doing that. So what I decided to do was to start an online store. And the online stores really only cost like $30 a month. So I was like, okay, that's not too bad. I'll be able to afford $30 a month while I'm working my other jobs. So I was working at Finance and Thrift, and also selling It Works. So I was doing pretty well. So I kind of saved up a little bit of money, and I just started buying merchandise. And then after my first month, or my first week actually, I did $600. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, like I made $600 in 1 week. The rent for this place that I saw is only $600. I'll be able to do that, like, easy. And it wasn't very easy, but luckily I found, I was checking Craigslist and Facebook and all that to see people that are selling, like closing their businesses and selling their racks or all that, like store displays and stuff like that. Luckily I came across a lady in Kingsburg that had worked for some company that had closed. That was, and she sold me everything for like 100, 150. And it was so many racks, so many mannequins, you know, booklets, even like clipboards came in that thing. And I got shopping bags. She did me a solid. I feel like when it's meant to be, little things like that will just like solidify it. And it's like almost letting you know, like, yes, Marianne, this is what you're supposed to do with your life. Like, keep going. Like, look at how I found you this connection that gave you everything you need for your boutique. Like, that's how I was like, oh my God, like, I feel like everything was just so easy in the beginning, like for me to like kind of start off. So luckily I found that. And then I obviously didn't have money for, I had money for the first month, but I did not have money for the deposit. So my sister ended up letting me borrow the 1,400 it was. Well, no, it was actually 1,400 total, like the rent and the first month. And she let me borrow that. And that's where I started, guys. So I started in a 500 square foot shop. It's probably like a third of the size of this office. Was very tiny. You couldn't really fit in there. Like more than 3 people would be like claustrophobic. Like you would be like dying. So yeah, that's how I started. My next question is favorite thing about being an entrepreneur. So my favorite thing about being an entrepreneur is probably being able to do my own schedule, be able to do whatever I want, whenever I want. And obviously this, like mind you, it took me 5 years to do what I want. So don't expect to be able to do what you want right off the bat. In the beginning, you're gonna be the customer service person, you're gonna be the cashier, you're going to be answering emails, you're gonna be talking to vendors, you're gonna do the shopping, you're gonna do everything, the bookkeeping. Like all of this is on you, and it's a lot on your shoulders, I understand. But once you start to be able to afford or make more money, you're able to afford more employees and more help. And when you do, you should definitely take it. For a long time, I was kind of like, do I really want to spend an extra, I don't know what, in helping in an employee? Like, no, I don't really want to. Like, that's a lot of money. Maybe I should just keep that money. No, that's not a good way to think. So I kind of was just like, no, I need to, you know, outsource certain things. So my favorite thing would be just being able to be free, basically, honestly. Like just being able to do what I want, being able to like say, oh, you know what, tomorrow I want to go car shopping, or tomorrow I want to go to the mall, I want to go shopping or whatever. And I can really work from anywhere I'm at, because what my main job is now, luckily, since I have a team, I'm able to just focus on taking pictures, editing, uploading to the website, sending out emails, and I'm doing bookkeeping. But luckily I hired an accountant this month, or a bookkeeper this month, and they'll be able to help me from here on out. So I'll have even more time to do those things that I love to do, which is I love to be on TikTok, I love to be on Instagram, posting, you know, talking to customers. Content creation is really fun to me. So that's obviously what my strong suit is. My favorite thing is that, and shopping, like shopping for the store. I love going to LA, and I wake up at 4 in the morning. Mind you, I can't wake up to go to the gym. I can't wake up to go to work, or I can wake up to go to work, but like I can't really wake up early. But when it comes to going to LA, I am willing to wake up at 4 in the morning and get ready and drive 2.5, 3 hours, depending on traffic, and drive back, and then unload everything I just loaded, and then come in the next day early in the morning and start taking pictures and start adding everything to the website. You know, I'm willing to do all this because I love what I do. My next question is, where do I buy my packaging? So I buy my packaging on U-Pack and Ship. I used to buy it on Amazon, but it's actually a lot more expensive. I did the calculations. So I'm a big saver. I'm always looking for the best deals, and U-Pack and Ship has the best deal so far. I'm not sure if there's another website people are buying from, but as far as I know, U-Pack and Ship is the cheapest. But I also get my poly mailers manufactured now, so I'm buying them from China. So they're coming from China with my logo and everything, my website on them already. And honestly, that ended up being the same price that I get them on U-Pack and Ship. If you're willing to invest in that, it definitely is worth it. But I think I spent maybe like around $3,000 to try and get that made, because they're not going to take a small order of 100 packaging. Like it has to be thousands and thousands in order for them to even want to take your order. So I forgot how many I ordered, but it was quite a bit. Okay, next question is how I ship my orders. So I don't actually ship my orders anymore. I have my employees do it. I have basically my right hand is Emily, and she helps me with everything. Like she's super helpful. Emily is great at getting things done, so I can always count on her to kind of watch the employees too. Like she'll kind of be telling them, hey, do this, hey, do that, hey, you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. So she's really good at that. Luckily, I've had her with me for 4 or 5 years now. So yeah, luckily I don't have to do that anymore. I'm not saying I don't like to ship. It just takes time from other things that I need to do around the boutique. So I don't ship anymore, but basically we ship them in our pink poly mailers, and we use Shopify, which is our website, to calculate the shipping costs, and that's how we do it off of there. There is other ways you can set up a USPS account and ship through there, but it's a lot easier for us to just do it through Shopify, because it'll automatically send that person their tracking number and all that. Okay. My next question is, and it's my last question, how much did you need to start? So basically to start buying, I think I only had $700, and that does not buy you a lot. I know that sounds like a lot of money, but it did not buy me a lot. Like I honestly don't even know how many packs I got of anything. I got 1 pack of everything that I ended up getting at that time, but it wasn't a whole lot. So it is very difficult when you start off, because you don't have a whole lot of inventory and people want new stuff every week. That's kind of how they are. So what I kind of noticed that kind of helps you sell like your old stuff as well is to retake pictures of your old stuff and kind of mix them in with the new arrivals. So when you post a new arrival, post like an old item and vice versa. So that's what I kind of do. And that kind of helps those items go out the door, because people will go for the new items, but then when they're on your site, they'll start looking at the old stuff, and then, oh, that's kind of cute. You know, if you change up the main picture, they won't even know it was an old item. So that's a trick that you can do too. But basically I started with $700, and I ended up, you know, spending a couple bit more just to, I think the second time I went shopping, I spent $1,000, and it came to a point where my bank account was at 0 because I had used up all my money to start this business. And then I started just using my credit cards, which was a big no-no. But I mean, I did what I had to do at that time to get new arrivals and to keep my customers interested. So it was pretty difficult in the beginning, trying to buy inventory and trying to keep up with, you know, the competitors, and try to, you know, keep up with, not necessarily keep up with the competitors, but keep up with our customers, because our customers were definitely like expecting new arrivals weekly. So it was kind of difficult in the beginning, but that's all for today, guys. Like I said, I'm going to do another video on business tips that I have for you guys, and maybe like a do and don't, like definitely do and don't, because I have a lot of do's and don'ts that I've done. So it'll definitely help you guys out. So I think I'll be posting that probably next week. My throat gets really dry when I'm doing this for a long time. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found it helpful. And if you guys have any more Q&As, let me know. I'll probably do a Q&A too, because I had more questions, but I really had to narrow them down. So if you guys want any personal questions or any questions at all, put them in the comments, and I'll make sure to make another video and answer them for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and sticking around. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram and TikTok. We usually do outfit challenges on TikTok, which our followers find really helpful, like with outfits. So they'll tell us, oh, pick an outfit for this or that, and then we'll reply to their comment and we'll make a video, and I'll have my employees kind of you know, get creative and make outfits for our customers. So make sure you guys follow us on Instagram and TikTok. We're also on Facebook. And yeah, make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Thank you for watching.